Now, throughout the past years, the Asian markets has been increasing its role in the global economic scene. But of course, there always are questions as to if it's strong enough. Well, one of our co-finance editors, Kun Wichit-Jaitrong, spoke exclusively with Dr. Pongsak Kuntakun, the former senior research fellow at Setsin of Chulalongkorn University, on what he perceives as the increasing rise of the Asian markets.
Much lower
income per head per capita, it will take a while because it will. China is a big economy with a billion plus population, so it need to mobilize their population to graduate from low income to middle income, now from middle income to high income.
And the current issue is that the China's economy is slowing down. What can it move forward, or it will face some stagnant of development?
You look at only one aspect of it, which is GDP growth. The most important thing of China at the moment is rebalancing the economy from export-oriented to be more domestically oriented for consumption and for infrastructure and for productivity improvement. So this is sort of like an adjustment period for China. I have no worry about this at all, actually. Chinese seem to know what they are doing, and they have planned everything well.
You think China can succeed in technology development or technology upgrading?
They are doing so well. If you go to top university, let's say MIT, Stanford, even University of Pennsylvania, you will see that most of the top students are from China and India. But the Chinese people, they learn how to adopt this technology and they are implementing in a more pragmatic way. In a sense, it will take longer for them to catch up in terms of technology with USA, but in another sense is they also care about their mass, the rural and the poor to come along. The biggest thing, the biggest example and the best example is the mobile phone industry, which is changed China completely.
Do you think the politics, I mean China politics, is conducive for the innovation or creative thinking? It's not the same as South Korea. South Korea is a free society. It's also a capitalism fully developed.
If you are talking about cutting edge technology, and if you're talking about Apple success story type, the answer should be no. But if you're talking about e-commerce and mass technology implementation for the poor and for the rural, I think China is on the right track. They are not claiming to be number one in technology, and they don't want to be, but they wish to upgrade their people. It's so to speak like social engineering to upgrade their people.
So in your view, maybe the people like Jack Ma, who run the largest Alibaba e-commerce.
That is many more to come.
Many more to come.
Yes, I can assure you. Same thing with Indonesia. Many more of this will come.
And you just launched your books, The Global Rise of Asian Transformation.
Yes.
What is the main theme of this book?
The main theme is we are entering Asian century. Not every Asian nation will benefit from this. Depend on how they adjust it to a new reality. The second theme would be China is today, ASEAN is tomorrow, India is future.
Why ASEAN is tomorrow?
Because ASEAN is the last trading bloc in the world, economic trading bloc in the world that is get together and organize in such a way that complement each other. So ASEAN especially Thailand, is in a unique advantage position. We are in the middle of India and China, which is billion plus nation, and we can link them together. And at the same time, ASEAN have a weak institution, but it's become a major plus. All the big players like US, Europe, China would like to work with us and use ASEAN as a neutral platform. So everybody come to ASEAN. It's very interesting to see this.
What is tomorrow? You mean next year, next few years, next 5 years,
I would say
next 10
tomorrow.
years?
Let me put another way. 1st of January this year, when we have AEC, it won't be a big bang like everybody think, but it's going to be more like a small group of the high and medium income country get together, and then it will take another 10 to 15 years minimum to have a full effects of AEC. That is when ASEAN will be the future of the future is here.
And when India will take a decisive role.
India is another interesting story. They are doing a right thing at the moment. Next year plan is made in India, meaning they want to industrialize their country. And PM Modi have done a good job on doing that. But having said that, as stated in my book, it typically takes at least 5 to 8 years for India to registerize, legalize or push for the registration in the central government and trickle down to the state government. But it will happen, but it takes longer. It's a big country and a democratic country. It's not like China, with centralized power, so they can do more effective internal implementation. So in India, it will take longer. Industrialization first, build up a middle class people, and then you have a silent revolution with the rural sector, which driven by mobile device, and that would increase their productivity and increase their income. And they should be moving up from low income to middle income in the next, I would say, at most 20 years.
Okay.
That will be.
Ajahn, thank you very much for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that wraps up our program for today and also this week. We wish you a good weekend before Christmas and, of course, the New Year's. I'm sure a lot of people will probably be starting their parties now. And if you want to know anything more, you can always find me on Twitter at @chawrat_now26. As for now, สวัสดีค่ะ